What's up guys, Jay here. As I sit in this lobby, probably wait for another 45 minutes until I get into a new public match in the PTB. I just kind of want to talk about the Ghoul and how BHVR has absolutely knocked it out of the park with his killer design, his power design, his music, the way he looks, which I think is relevant to the TV show or movie, wherever he comes from. I don't watch anime. This is a 10 of 10 chapter, and that's all there is to it. I did have a few bullet points I might expand on. I think in no particular order, I just kind of want to ramble about how phenomenal this killer is. I just want to say, for the people that say anime does not belong in Dead by Daylight, we're past that, all right? We have like Alan Wake and D&D and all this other stuff. We should just want good content, and as long as it's good content, I don't care where it comes from. I'm sorry. Terrifier doesn't need to be in Dead by Daylight. Why? We already have a clown. What we don't have is this guy, and bringing in a anime chapter is only going to bring in new people and people back to the game that watch anime. So I am all for it. And that's coming from a guy that has never watched anime, does not enjoy anime. I'm done with the anime rant. But the first things first, his skill ceiling is going to be absolutely insane. There are so many techs that we're learning on the PTB that we'll obviously learn more and more on whenever the killer goes live. The 45-minute queue lobbies for people like me that don't have like viewers to just hop into games, go, unless I want to play against bots, makes it tough to watch them and find them. But just watching like YouTube videos and being able to do them myself in my first few games before I got severely sick and couldn't get my hands on the first day of the PTB, which was unfortunate. His techs are insane, his power is insane, and the coolest thing about him is the skill ceiling is going to be so high, and that's how killers should be, in my opinion. For the most part, should be I guess a high floor, high ceiling, or low floor, high ceiling. You know, you could do okay with them if you're not trying to master him, but bringing him in and mastering him with this killer is going to be so much fun. I think this will be my new main, and I'm getting a strong sense that a lot of people, as long as they don't absolutely butcher him from PTB to live, he's going to be a main for a lot of killers. Next is just the unique power, dude. We literally have Spider-Man in the game, and I know a lot of people are saying like his chase power is not good and you get a free hit, but like you just have to learn how to position yourself with his power, and I promise you it's going to be so much better than what you think. You just have to give it time. That's like the thing. Like I'm getting the hang of it, and I played like 8 matches in the PTB, and that's like a total of like 6 hours because these queue times are so long, and his power is just so awesome, dude. They absolutely aced it. And like just a few like techs or whatever, like being able to do the Shack tech, or you can really do it on anything, but I was doing it a lot with Shack in Chase, is like hitting it through the window and like you're gliding around Shack. That's a huge tech. You know, just getting used to using your power to get in front of survivors to body block them at a pallet. You have insane catch-up speed. There are multiple ways that you can play with the power too, from a hit and run like Wraith to just chase heavy if you want to, if you get really good with his power in Chase, which I think and that's where the skill ceiling comes in. If you get this guy insane chase power and on top of the insane map mobility, the killer mains on the Ghoul is going to be absolutely awesome, dude. I'm so pumped for the live servers. This is unbelievable. I haven't been this pumped about a killer release since probably the Unknown. I ended up liking the Houndmaster so much, and I still love her, but like hype wise, this guy is the bee's knees, dude. Another thing that this is like the greatest release, dude. I mean, this is just a new genre in DBD. Like, I don't know. As long as the character and the power and the killer are cool, I don't care what genre it comes from. So anime, you're good in my book. I know nothing about anime. I don't watch it, but this might, and this is where it goes into I just have bullet points on my computer. This is the most fun killer maybe of all time. Like, not even joke. Like, this is probably the most fun killer in DBD history. I've never had this much fun in a PTB, and I can't imagine the live server is going to be any different. I imagine he's going to be my main. The amount of, it's just, there's so many things, and I think the fun aspect comes from the skill ceiling aspect, which we're just gonna learn more and more and more and be able to try to master this guy, and the constant dopamine hit this guy gives you. Oh my gosh, dude, it is so much fun. And I will say, I do like his add-ons a lot. They're not just like Freddy add-ons or Wraith add-ons. Like, I feel like they do a decent amount of stuff. Now, the Antiku apron, probably said that wrong. Apparently, they're gonna be trying to work it into base kit somehow. Phenomenal add-on, and it's a brown. Yamori's mask, phenomenal add-on. It is an eerie. There are some good ones as well, like vaulting. The red-headed centipede is a lot of fun. This one doesn't have mangled red spider or lily, which I think is kind of weird. And then torture Paradis, if they adjust how enrage mode works so you're not in it as often, I think this one could be decent as well. And then like the last add-on I just want to bring up is fresh coffee. The speed, I really like this add-on with apron. I think this one's a lot of fun. His chase music is phenomenal. That's all I put down on my bullet point. His chase music is seriously so good, dude. I really do like it. The only bad thing about this killer is are his grunts and moans are so loud and so frequent. Sitting in the lobby playing the game, let's like turn that down or off. Probably not off, because you need effects, you need sounds or whatever, but it's too loud, man. If this killer wasn't amazing, I would have already gave up on the PTB because of how annoying the grunts and moans are. But dude, it's so much fun. Oh my gosh. Now I will say I do really like his perks. I love this one for some reason. I don't know why. Forever Entwined. When a survivor takes damage, gain 1 token up to 8. For each token you pick up, drop and hook survivors 4% faster. It just feels great. It feels like you're never stopping. The only time you're stopping is whenever you have to break a pallet, which bring brutal on this killer, phenomenal, or fire up, the new fire up with 6% tokens instead of, what was it, 4. Dude, I love Forever Entwined. It's a great perk in my opinion. And the thing about this is, other than this one, these aren't really all that good for this killer, which sometimes I'm okay with because of how much variety there is in Dead by Daylight. A killer bringing in perks that aren't necessarily good on him but could be really good on other killers, I am okay with. I'm gonna be honest. Hex, Nothing But Misery, also not a very good perk on him, but when you damage survivors 8 times with your basic attack, it then becomes a hex totem. A dull totem does, and when you damage a survivor with a basic attack, they gain 5% hinder for 15 seconds. That's a phenomenal perk on, let's say, Freddy, Houndmaster, Wraith, all the M1 heavy M1 killers. That perk is awesome. And then none are free. I'm going to use this perk whenever it comes out on the on live, because I'll have, I don't have to wait 45 minutes to get into games. But when you hook a survivor for the first time, gain a token, up to 4 tokens. When all generators are completed, for each token, all windows and upright pallets are blocked for everyone for 16 seconds. So what's 4 times 6? That's 60 seconds. That took way too long. I know I cut in between that gap. That took way too long. I'm not good at math. This perk is going to be awesome on a lot of killers. Throw on NoEd, sign me up. You know what I mean? And that, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with them bringing in perks that aren't good on the new killer, because we have too many perks, man. And if we're being honest, Forever Entwined I was using on him, it's a good perk. And for some reason, I really like it. And I don't know. I could see this just going into one of my builds just because. And that's it about the perks. I just want to say I'm okay with perks they brought into the game with the Ghoul, and it not being necessarily that good on him. I'm okay with that because of just how many perks we have for the for the game itself. And I just want to retouch on this whole anime doesn't belong in DBD. Like, I've never watched anime before. I've never even heard of this TV show or movie. Like I said, I have no idea what this is. I assume it's a TV show, but he's probably gonna be my main, dude. Like, this is easily the most fun killer they've ever released. I'm like, that's not even an exaggeration. This killer is a blast, dude. And like, I don't know, I don't think like the whole anime thing should hold you back for DBD content. I don't play DBD because I'm trying to figure out how to put this. I don't play DBD because of like a character. Well, I guess technically because of a character. I play DBD because I love DBD. I play Counter-Strike because I love Counter-Strike. I play College Football 25 because I love College Football 25. I don't need like additional things to get me into a game. If I like the game for the game, I'm gonna play the game. And I know that sounds redundant, but like for these people that are like, anime, no, DVD, what? Dude, we're in 2025. Ninja Turtles is in Call of Duty. It doesn't matter anymore. As long as we get content that brings in new people, that holds people in the game, and the content that comes into the game is good, who cares where it comes from, bro? Also, holy crap, I got into a game. Oh my god, that was the quickest queue. That was almost 30 minutes. My last few things I want to say for tech-wise, just being able to cancel mid-flight and not sliding, it like cancels your slide, and being able to put your person on a perfect like cancel, and you stop your slide, and being able to be like essentially next to the survivor feels phenomenal. At the moment, does feel a little bit counterable after the free first injure, but in my opinion, I think that's just like growing pains trying to figure out the killer. Probably high B tier, low A tier at the moment. Still, it doesn't matter. But this brings me into my last point. Made for this is gonna become meta again, and I think because like how Wesker was so much fun and he was so good that survivors, you constantly kept going against Wesker. Like 4 out of 5 games you're playing a Wesker. I think that's what's gonna happen with this killer. So I think people are gonna start running Made for this again and will become meta because of how many times the survivors are going to gonna just go against this killer back to back to back. So I wouldn't be surprised, but yeah, that's all I have to say. I know it was a bit of a rant. This killer, dude, this is Behavior's masterclass. This is a phenomenal killer. 10 of 10, no, 12 of 10, dude. That's all I have to say. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this rant video about me just glazing Behavior for like 12 minutes or whatever it is. Anyway, I'm Jay. I hope you enjoyed the killer if you got your hands on the PTB. I'll see you on the next one, and deuce.